pushing through it. Can he get through? He stands it up. Let's wait for the lights. That is a new European squat record for Durant Kengamu of Great Britain. Breaks the ground. 3 white lights, a good lift, and he's made a difficult job for Enohoro now. He breaks the floor with it! Oh! Wow!
What a competition!
Yeah, my oh my. I mean, to even break that off of the floor is a feat in itself.
I know they didn't think that we would take it this far.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2024 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Velika Gorica, Croatia. I'm Amelia Potter, joined by Martin Flett.
Good afternoon.
And this afternoon for you, we have the 63 kilo and 93 kilo A groups. We saw the B groups go through this morning with some great lifting, and I know we're in for a treat this afternoon with some big battles coming up in both flights. What do you think, Martin?
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I mean, let's focus on the 63s first, because that's where we are. There's going to be a battle for the gold between the two Italians, Naldi and Bernardi, that is probably going to go down to the last deadlift. We've also got a great battle looming for overall bronze, and well, could be world and European records as well. Who knows? It's all about to start. Let's wait and see.
Yeah, it promises for an exciting afternoon, and as you said, that gold is going to be most likely fought between the two Italian lifters, Bernardi and Naldi. But there's a few lifters in for a chance of that bronze, so it'll be exciting to see who ends up there, and it will, in fact, be a fight all the way through to the end, and that's what we'd love to see.
And just as an indicator, the world open record in squat is 213.
That will be belonging to Leah Bavois.
Yeah, and the Italians are opening at 185 and 190, so not a million miles away. They probably won't get quite there, but they may get close.
And we now start the event off with a newcomer to the Opens, Inmaculada Soto Ruiz. Fresh out of the juniors, I believe she last competed at the Junior Euro, so this is her first debut in the Open, if I'm correct. She's a very promising young athlete, opening her squat on 152.5 kilos, and she is definitely in contention for that podium position overall.
And remember, all these lifters have made the A group.
Just for an idea, the opener in this A group already takes her to squat silver after all 3 squats from the B group. It looks good. 3 white lights, a good lift and a great start to the afternoon.
It was very comfortable, wasn't it?
We now have Martine Ingman Jorgensen from Denmark, also opening on 152.5 kilos. Oh yeah, I was a little worried about her depth there, and for good reason. Let's look at that again in the replay. She gets 3 red, so can't be contested, can't be changed.
That's why I was silent.
Yeah, it's just too high, unfortunately. Not even quite borderline, but it's clearly easy weight for her, so hopefully something she can just sink a little bit on her second. A familiar face now, Esme Diaz from Netherlands, 155 kilos for her opening squat. Just 5 kilos below her best squat.
Oh, no question about depth there, is there?
Yeah, lovely, easy opener there as well. 3 white lights, a good lift. We now have Kaylee Sue Danies from the Netherlands. 170 kilos for her opening attempt, opening just 2.5 kilos below her squat PB.
That's a nice squat.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift. We now have Makeda Vidal from Great Britain opening on 170 kilos.
Sunk that nice and deep.
Yeah, really nice, smooth looking opener. And 3 white lights, a good lift. She has a personal best of 183 kilos. As we know, that must have been at some time or currently a record in Great Britain. Clara Isabel Heiberer now from Germany, 170 kilos for her opening squat. And again, another athlete not too far off that podium position. Going to be fighting for that bronze overall. Very well-rounded athlete, good on all 3 disciplines.
Looks good. And yes, 3 white lights.
Just 2 squats remaining in this flight before we head straight through to the second attempts.
And it's the big 2.
It is the 2 Italian lifters coming out now. First of which is Sara Noldi of Italy, 185 kilos for her opening squat. As you mentioned before, the World Open record is 213 kilos, and that is the same as the European Open record. Oh, it's a little difficult, but she
Yeah.
manages to stand it up.
It's a good lift, but she had to work slightly harder than I expected. I guess the thing is, they're going to be pushing each other so much that nobody's going to give away a lift by having an easy one.
3 white lights, a good lift, and hopefully maybe a little competition nerves, something she can shake off, but it did just look a little hard. Our final opener now, belonging to no other than Chiara Bernardi of Italy, 190 kilos, opening just 7.5 below her squat PB. You see the classic Chiara slap up there before her squats. On prognosis, she is the favourite to win, but as we said, it is close between her and her teammate, Naldi. See how this squat moves.
That was just as difficult,
Yeah,
I think.
I completely agree with you. 3 white light is a good lift, but both the Italian lifters, who are the 2 strongest squatters here, put in a quite difficult opener. Now we'll see what their second looks like, but it just seems quite heavy.
I think they're just pushing each other.
Yeah, and you can see why. And that concludes our opening squats, with all bar Jorgensen getting one in on the board. Just struggled with depth there. So it's retaking 152.5 now as she comes out to the platform. It was just high on the first one. The strength's clearly there. So Martine now looking to get a squat in on the board. Otherwise, she puts herself in a difficult position heading into thirds.
That looked better.
But was it good enough? It was. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she manages to do it.
Everyone is in the game.
Yeah, and that's great to see. Let's rewatch that here. Yeah, just dips it in.
She didn't have that dip the first time, did she?
She didn't know, and sometimes it just comes down to nerves a little bit on the day. Inmaculada Soto Ruiz now from Spain, 160 kilos, and this would match her current squat PB.
Brought it up well. Had a little fight, but it is the European Championships after all.
Yeah, and coming straight from the juniors, she's ready to show the rest of the open lifters that she's here and ready to fight up and amongst them. And being one of the contenders for podium, I think she's doing just that. Esme Dijes now from the Netherlands, 162.5 kilos, 7.5 kilo jump, and this would give her a 2.5 kilo personal best. Wow, that was incredibly deep.
Again, gives the judges no questions to ask. Referees, my apology.
Yeah, it's 3 white lights, a good lift. And sometimes the payout for that kind of depth is you do lose a tiny bit of energy, but you don't risk the red lights. But it's a great second attempt. Clara Isabel Heibera now from Germany, 175 kilos, 3 red plates aside. It's a 5 kilo jump from her opener. And herself not too far out of the juniors at 24. It's her first year in the open. And another athlete fighting for that bronze overall. So the juniors now opens coming through with a bang.
Worked it up well.
Ooh, 2-1.
I did wonder about depth. That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, so she gets depth calls from the side
Yeah.
referees. Let's have a look. It's very borderline.
It is, isn't it?
It's
But
hard because her torso does come forwards. The coach has gone to the jury, but to no avail. He gets sent away, unfortunately. Kaylee Sue Denise now from Netherlands, 177.5 kilos, 7.5 kilo jump. This will be for a 5 kilo personal best.
look good.
Let's wait for the lights. 2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the left side referee, and that was the side I was watching live from in person. So let's look on the replay. Yeah, this hip is much further down, so it looks good from that angle. 177.5 kilos now for Makeda Vidal. Great Britain, a 7.5 kilo jump from her opener, which
Opener
moved
looked
well.
really
Yeah.
strong.
So does that, wow.
That was a great squat again.
Yeah, has complete control of the bar, 3 white lights. Really, really nice squat technique there. We now have Sara Naudi from Italy. She's jumped 10 kilos from her opener.
Yeah, they both opened heavy, been pushed by each other. They both made it look quite difficult, and they've both gone up 10 kilos.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this 10 kilo jump, because as you said, they're really pushing each other for every kilo. And at that, every kilo counts. But are they pushing each other too hard too early?
Well, that's the question.
Wow.
Whoa, what a grind.
And some athletes just can.
Yeah.
3 white lights, a good lift. And I suppose if an athlete can just keep pushing, that is what their first, second, and maybe third squat will continue to look like. Question is that the same case for Chiara Bernardi? We will find out now as she comes out for another 10 kilo jump for 200 kilos. This will be for a personal best, and what a milestone it is to hit on your second attempt.
Yeah, she's never been here before, and should it come down to it, Bernardi is the lighter of the two lifters.
Nice strong unrack there for Bernardi.
No!
And unfortunately, unlike her teammate, just can't push through that sticking point in the middle, which opens up quite a gap at this point.
Well, that potentially changes things, but of course she has another attempt, but it was a weight she'd never done before.
Yeah, and listen, we are only on squats. I'm sure they're going to be pushing each other back and forth all competition along, and they are really close on all disciplines. Bernardi is slightly stronger in the bench press, which she might need when it comes to it, but for now, we are into third attempts, and we have Jorgensen, Mr. Opener on depth, got it on her second, and now has jumped 7.5 kilos to match her squat PB on her third and final attempt. Can she find that depth again? Managed to on her second attempt. And I hope she can now as the weight goes up.
I'm going to wait. She didn't have the dip this time, did she? No,
Yeah.
lift 2-1.
Now it is 2-1, so the jury will have a look at it, and so will we. This is the side she gets a red from. Yeah, and the jury seem to agree with that decision.
Yeah, they're not going to be overturning that, are they?
Inmaculada Soto Ruiz now, jumping 5 kilos to 165 for a new personal best.
And she's got a decent bench and a good deadlift. So this is just building kilos.
Wow, a fantastic third attempt from Soto Ruiz there. And a good lift, 3 white lights, a very strong start to the competition. And those kilos are gonna really help later. We have Esme now coming out for 165 kilos, has jumped just 2.5, but is looking to gain every kilo she can.
Also a new PB if she makes it. Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, really great job there. Moved very similarly to her second, and it is a good lift.
3 whites.
Yeah, did not sacrifice an inch of depth either for that. Really impressive. We now have Clara Isabel Hybra, missed 175 in her second, has gone up to 177.5, and I'll tell you why she's done that. As I mentioned before, she has a shot for podium overall, and she wants to take that risk to try and get this to collect 7.5 kilos instead of 5 kilos. But if she misses, that could be detrimental to her. So let's see how this is for her here.
She really, really needs this. Looking at the big picture, looking at the eventual prognosis. If she gets this, it'll mean 3rd, 4th and 5th in prognosis all tied on the same number.
Was it deep enough this time, though? That is the
I think
question.
it was deeper than last time.
But was that deep enough? Yes,
Yeah.
it was. 3 white lights, and the risk pays off. She stays in the fight. 4 lifts remaining before we head straight through to the 93s. First of which we have Kaylee Sue Denise from the Netherlands, 182.5 kilo for a new personal best, and to move her into squat bronze with Vidal to follow, who is lighter.
She works it up, and I'm going to wait.
2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the center referee, but the sides are happy. Yeah, looks good from the sides for sure. We have Makeda now from Great Britain, 182.5 kilos, just half a kilo below her squat PB. And this will take her back into squat bronze ahead of Denise. She looked good for it on her second. What will 5 kilos do here?
That looked good to me. We wait and we wait.
And you were right, 3 white lights, a good lift.
Look good to the referees as well.
She walks away with squat bronze. And we have 2 lifts remaining here in the women's 63s before we head through to the men's. And they are both 200 kilos, both from the Italians. And Sara Naudi is the lighter of the two. No, the heavier of the two, I'm sorry. Bernardi did miss it on her second though, so let's see if Sara can get this here on her third. It's a 5 kilo jump from her second. It looked hard, but that's not an indicator for Sara. She can push through.
Well, her first looked hard. Her second looked even harder. Can she grind one more time for 200 kilos?
Wow, she's still moving it. Can you believe it? Just a little further. Whoa.
So close.
Can you believe it? There were 2 or 3 times I thought she was done for in that, and she kept going.
She still got 1 white light. Appreciation for the effort.
Yeah. A white light for effort for sure. She could get a 4th light for that. I'd give it to her, but unfortunately not there. She still is currently in squats gold ahead of Bernardi. But Bernardi is coming out for 200 kilos once again. Missed it. What seemed like strength on the second. Coming back for it now. Already sitting in squat silver with her opener. This will take her into squat gold and get her those 10 extra kilos. That are going to really help her moving forward in the competition. She couldn't find the strength for it on her second. Can she find the strength for it here on her third for 200 kilos?
This 10 kilos could be vital in a couple of hours' time.
Oh, and she's pushing through, but just again in the same place. Not quite there, unfortunately, but a great effort. And she still walks away with the squat silver, meaning Sara Noldi, her teammate, walks away with squat gold, and Makeda Vidal of Great Britain walks away with squat bronze. Now don't go anywhere, as we are heading straight through momentarily into the 93A group. But as you can see on the screen, Sara Noldi walking away with squat gold with 195 kilos, followed by Chiara Bernardi with 190. And in bronze, Makeda Vidal of Great Britain, 182.5.
Only ahead on body weight. So close was the competition. And now we move into the men's 93A group. And the first lifter out is Alexander Karasson from Iceland. And his opener will be 255 kilos.
Opening just 20 kilos below his personal best. I think his hair's grown a little since his profile photo was taken.
Some hair has grown, some hair has been shorn. So this is 255. $20 kilos below his PB.
Really lovely looking opener there.
Well, he got a red for depth. But it's good 2-1.
We're seeing the side, of course, here that got the white, and it looked good from that side for sure. But as we say, sometimes one hip can get down a little further than the other.
Now, Thomas Jost from Austria, 260 kilos. Oh, it looks nice.
Yeah, really lovely opener there. And 3 white lights, a good lift.
Next, we have a good friend of the media team. This competition in Skierniewice, he spent most of his time in the commentary booth, but now he is on the platform. This is Rob Esselins of Belgium, and Rob is opening 265, holds the Belgian record with 288. Looks good.
It moves well. Let's wait for the lights. Yeah,
No,
that's
it
what
was
I was worried
high,
about.
It was high.
Let's look again on the replay. I held my breath and hoped otherwise, but it did look high to me. Yeah, just unfortunately, we're looking for the hip crease to dip below the top of the knee. Fortunately, he just floated above that.
Now, Andrea Cicero from Italy, 270 kilos.
He has a record of 296 kilos, which I imagine is or was an Italian record.
That looked good. 3 wide lights. In this group, we've got 2 Italian lifters, 2 Irish lifters, and 2 British lifters.
I'm sure all of their nationals, their 93 kilo class is very exciting to watch. I know our 93 is.
Indeed. Now, Mirko Artosi from Italy, also 270 kilos. His PB 292.5, Cicero 293. There's so little separating them. Oh, that was lovely indeed. What do I know?
2 to 1, a good lift. He does get a depth call. Let's have a look on the replay.
That looks super deep to me. Maybe it's just my eyes getting tired.
It definitely looks deep enough. I was worried when I saw it firsthand, but actually looks better in the replay.
Now, Ruben Rodriguez Castro, Spain, 275 kilos.
A big squat PB of 308 kilos.
That's a great squat as well.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Now, this is Christian Eindhoven from Great Britain. He's been here since the day before the competition started. And he's opening with 275.
Yeah, he is right up there in contention for the European title today. Big support from the British here in the crowd today as well.
Well, the speaker said, come on, Christian, nice and easy. And I think Christian did as he was told.
And yeah, in classic Christian style, making his squats look easy. Looking forward to seeing what that second and third will look like based off of that.
Now, Matthew Henry, 275 kilos. Same as Ian Doken.
Has a squat PB of 300 kilos.
275 seems a popular opening number. He's the third in a row to take it. That looked good.
Yeah, nice and steady. And 3 white lights.
Three to go in the first round. First one is Trygve Sletten from Norway, 280 kilos.
Another person who is a contender for that overall top place. He has a big deadlift on him.
That always helps, doesn't it? Oh, that was a good squat.
3 white lights, and that was just 5 kilos below his personal best, but I don't imagine for much longer.
Now Nathan Javal from Great Britain is taking 282.5 kilos.
Yeah, this is his open debut. He was last year's junior world champion. So coming out second to last in his first open debut. It's a great place to be.
Starts now with his solid first attempt.
Oh, how deep was that?
And super speedy as well. Wow, look at that.
3 white lights.
Yeah, let's have a look at that again, just in case you missed it. Really fantastic opening there from Nathan.
Absolutely. And put himself right in contention for a squad medal, maybe even gold. And here comes the best moustache in the EPF. And it belongs, of course, to Cian Madden. And he's last out with 285 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, Cian is an incredibly good squatter.
As you said, Cian
Yeah.
is an incredibly good squatter.
And
There's
there's
not a lot more to be said.
the proof to back up my statement right in front of your eyes there. Let's look at that again. Wow, Wow. I think a good word for it is efficiency. It's a very efficient squat.
And at the end of the first round, well, we've got Temeshwari from the morning flight leading on body weight from Madden with Javao in third place. And now this is Rob Esselins. Missed his opener. He was telling me this morning he tweaked his back quite badly a couple of weeks ago. The first one was going to be to feel it out. So hopefully he can get this and move forward.
The weight moved well. Can he find depth? No, that looked far better to me.
It looked deeper for sure.
And there it is, 3 white lights on the board.
Everyone's in the game. And now Alexander Carrison, he's taken a big jump, 17.5 kilos from 255 to 272.5 to take him within 2.5 kilos of his personal best. That looked good from Carrison. And the referees say
3 white lights.
Thomas Jost from Austria, he's jumped 15 to 275 kilos. Oh, I thought he'd gone for a moment, but he saved that really well. Great squat from Jost.
3 white lights. He had me in the first half. He really did. He went, nah, just joking, halfway through.
Now, Andrea Cicero, 282.5. BB 296, which we presume is the current Italian record. No.
It seems like he was just a bit quick in the hole to me. Let's have a look at that again on the replay. But yeah, unfortunately, no lift. Seems like his hips shot back a little bit when he was in there.
So he might make that good next time round, but this is his compatriot Mirko Artosi, and he's going 285. This will put him into second place in squat, with of course a lot of lifters to follow.
moved well.
3 wide lights. It was right on the border, wasn't it? We weren't 100%.
Yeah.
But remember, we're seeing the screen pictures. You are. The referees are up close and personal and have a much, much better view.
And actually, on that replay, it looked really good.
Now, Ruben Rodriguez Castro, Spain, 290 kilos. The first of 3 lifters on 290. That's a great squat.
Yeah, still moving well. Let's wait for the lights from the referees. Oh.
2 to 1, he got a yellow. It wasn't for depth.
And it doesn't look like it was for his elbows either, so I'm not sure what that would have been for.
Unless his foot moved slightly or something. Honestly, don't know. This is Trygve Sletten, Norway. 290 kilos as well. Oh, it looked good again.
Yeah, did well to stay with it.
Good lift for Sletten, the man with the monstrous deadlift.
Yeah, he really does, and he's just going to want to collect all the kilos he can here on squat and bench. I mean, he's a great squatter as well. But he is in contention for that overall.
Now Matthew Henry. He's jumped 15 kilos to 290, 10 kilos below his personal best.
The following athletes to come are 2 Irishmen and 2 British men. Ireland producing some great squatters today.
Oh, he ground that out beautifully. And he just gave a casual shrug at the top.
Like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. 3 white lights for Matthew there.
Like
One of my favourite reactions so
like
far
he
as
said,
well.
I don't care what the commentators were saying, it came up. Christian Iandoken, 292.5. Jumped 17.5 kilos.
Yeah, this is just 5 kilos below his personal best, and wow, his opener was fast.
Oh, it hardly slowed him down.
3 white lights, a little more work, but that's not saying much after his opener.
What do you think next time, 300?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he didn't go 300 at least there.
Or even 302.5?
Nice 300 would be a big milestone
It
though.
would, wouldn't it? Now Nathan Javard, as you say, just not long out of the juniors, 295.
Yeah, acting world champion currently until the next Junior World Championships. It's just 5 kilos below his personal best of 300.
Well, this takes the lead over Madden, but Madden will follow with 300. Oh, that was a great squat.
Yeah, really great effort. 3 white lights, and as long as he gets past that middle part, his lockout is so fast.
Just the knees nearly came in, but he managed to resist it.
This is Keen Maiden Island.
Now, Cian Madden, 300 kilos. Still 5 kilos below his PB.
15 kilo jump from his opener, and he made 285 kilos look very casual.
So Keen, this one's for you.
Wow, well, he made that 300 look little more than a haversack
Yeah,
on his back.
wow.
Oh, fantastic lifting from Madden.
I could see 310 for his third being justified,
And just like that, starting the third round already was quite
and that would be a 5 kilo personal best if that's what he goes for.
Well, I think it's there today based on what we've seen. And as you can see, Cian Madden leads with 300, Javao 295, Ian Doken 292.5, Sletton 290, Henry 290. What a competition. Rob Esselins. He's got the Belgian record at 288. He won't go there today. Said he had a nasty back tweak 2 weeks ago. He was a little bit worried about his squats, so if he can get the extra 10 kilos, I'd imagine he would be delighted with this.
Wow, what a great
What
effort.
a great battle.
Oh, unfortunately.
No, 2-1.
Yeah, it can be contested. There is a white, but yeah, looking at that replay, I think it would be to no avail.
Well, Strapmeister is going over for a word with the jury. Why not?
And he's
Well, he
sent away
gets
before he
halfway.
gets there. Yeah, unfortunately not today for Rob.
And this is Carrison, 280 for a 5 kilo PB.
This would be 5 kilo personal best should he make this.
He pretty much paused that at the bottom, didn't he?
Yeah,
Give the
look.
referees a good look.
A lovely tidy squat. Does get a depth pull from the centre, but the sides are happy. That's usually who can see depth best. Definitely was borderline, but I think he'll get away with that.
Now Thomas Yost, 280 on the bar. Remember, at the end of this round of squats, there'll be a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and do it all again in bench press in both the 63s and the 93s. Oh, that was a great fight.
Yeah, almost lost it at the bottom there, but he didn't. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Great lifting from Yost.
Yeah, and good recovery there.
Well, Chichero taking 282 again. We thought maybe he just went slightly off balance and lost his line last time, so hopefully he can put it right this time. Well, his PB is 296, so he's been way past this before.
looks way better.
Much better. All that was wrong with the last one was right with this one. No, he's called in depth by all 3 referees.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we were so caught up with how much better that moved. We didn't quite look at the depth there.
It was borderline and it was just north of the border, sadly. Now Mirko Artosi, he's going 295. This will be a new PB. And this would get him within 1 kilo of the national record, assuming that Cicero is still the holder of it. Oh, what a great battle.
Yeah, and what a deep squat as well. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Now Tryggvi Sletten, 295.
God, just looking at that replay, so deep. Great squat.
295 third attempt.
This will be a new PB. But more importantly, get those extra 5 kilos he's going to need come deadlift.
Yeah, it says 5 to 2 in squat, but he's likely to be back to 5. But this for a chance of a medal? No.
Just not there today, but a great effort.
And I love the way the lifters have so much confidence in the spotters that they just stay with the bar without even thinking of doing anything else.
Allows them to push to their absolute limit with no fear there, which is great.
Now Matthew Henry. You loved his reaction with it after the 290.
I did, yeah.
Let's see if he can bring up 295 and give us something similar again.
And this will take him into squat silver for the time being, with 4 lifters to follow.
Go, Matthew. 2 more in right now.
No, not this time.
A great effort though.
Now here's a lifter that started off on 275. 2 lifts later, he's taking 302.5.
Wow.
It's Ruben Rodriguez Castro from Spain, and this will move him into the lead in the squat with 3 lifters to follow.
And I could hear him getting hyped up halfway through Matthew Henry's squat, so he is energized and ready to go.
Let's go, Ruben. Come on. Nice and strong.
No.
You can see how hard all of these lifters are pushing themselves on the final squat.
And Nathan Javau next. He and Ian Doken are taking the same weight, and I can tell you that Ian Doken is slightly lighter. So if they both make their squats, Ian Doken will finish ahead. And you were right, Cian Madden has indeed gone 310.
And currently it looks like a lifter, I think from the first flight, has the squat silver.
Go, Nathan. Go, Nathan. Time to shine.
This is to move into gold medal position, but there are 2 lifters to come that could push him back down to bronze. Nathan Javau, Great Britain, world junior champion. First year in the open.
Nice and strong till the finish, Nathan. Come on.
No.
Oh, somehow lost tension.
And that platform crew was in as soon as he, within fractions of a second, they were there to save him.
Yeah, and the thing is, he still has a shot of a squat medal if Christian misses his third and final squat. But based on a second, it looks like he could be good for 305. It's a 12.5 kilo jump from his second.
Well, it's a huge PB. Absolutely massive jump from second to third, 12.5 kilos.
This will put a bigger gap between him and Sletton as well.
Oh, he has absolutely nailed that squat. What a fantastic lift for Christian Eindhoven. 3 wide lights and 7.5 kilos on his personal best.
Yeah, that is absolutely incredible. He said before this is the first prep in a while he's felt like he can really push his body, and if that's the result, that's pretty amazing.
But it's not over. It's Cian Madden. After leading all the way, he has been pushed into second place in the squat. He needs this. 310 will take squat gold. And he looks so good with the 300. I can't but think he'll make this.
Yeah, 310 is exactly where we thought he would go. And he looks good for it, as you said.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a little bit of a surprise. He couldn't bring it back up.
Well, listen, 300 looked good, but the thing is about going up 10 kilos is you still have to lift over 300 kilos another time.
Yeah, I know. Well, what a fantastic squat session we've just had. And a quick summary. Christian Eindhoven, Great Britain, with that wonderful third lift, 7.5 kilo PB, takes squat gold. Cian Madden has to settle for silver with his second lift of 300. And Artosi of Italy takes the bronze on body weight from Javao of Great Britain. What a fantastic squat session we've had. It promises to get better and better as the afternoon goes on. Join us again in 10 minutes for the bench press.
See you then. Hello and welcome back. After a very exciting squat session, we are getting ready for bench, but just to recap quickly, before we touch on the 63s, let's just remind ourselves that Artosi walked away with squat bronze, Madden with squat silver, and Christian walked away with squat gold in the 93s, and that was a very exciting squat session there. But now, of course, we have these 63 kilos. And just to recap that, Vidal of Great Britain, 182.5 with squat bronze. Bernardi of Italy with 190. And Naldi of Italy with 195 in gold. It's very close at the top between Naldi and Bernardi. Bernardi not having the most amazing squat session, but still walking away with squat silver with a massive 190 kilos, and it's going to be close the whole way through.
Yeah, as we said, the two Italians are pushing each other. Both missed their third round attempts.
And we head into bench press now. We have Esme Dijes of the Netherlands, 80 kilos for her opening bench.
Esme, one of those who had to adapt her setup to the no feet and bench rule.
And it looks good. She seemed to adapt well, as that was 7.5 kilos below her best. Just waiting for the lights there, but I can't imagine too much wrong with that.
Waiting for the near light.
She will be followed by Makeda. There we go, 3 white lights, a good lift, and the bar is already loaded. The spotters and loaders are that quick. For Makeda Vidal of Great Britain, 85 kilos. There are no small benches in this flight.
No. And been coached today by Sophia Ellis, who isn't lifting this week, giving her body a little bit of a rest, but she's here to coach and support. There she is.
Yeah, quite a proficient bencher herself. See how 85 moves for Makeda.
Oh. That must be very encouraging for her.
Yeah, and that is really easy. And only 5 kilos below her best, so moving really well there. And it is a good lift, 3 white lights. Kaylee Sue Denise now of the Netherlands, 95 kilos for her opening bench. Four out of the 8 lifters, so half of this flight opening 100 kilos and above. And everyone else very nearby.
I think she hit the rack there, did she? On the left side.
3 white lights, either that or she's so fast she knocked herself off balance.
But it's a good lift. No, I think it was just the speed.
Not a bad problem to have.
No.
We now have Martine Jorgensen, 95 kilos. Opening just 2.5 kilos below her PB. Look nice and easy for her. 3 white lights.
100 on the bar for Angela. Right, Ollie.
Now we get into bench medal territory.
Yeah, and there looks like there'll be a fight for it as well. First up, we have Inmaculada Soto Ruiz. 100 kilos, just 5 kilos below her best.
That's good. Once you get it moving, very strong to the
2 to 1, a good lift. Gets a red, which would be a depth call from the left side referee. So let's look at the replay at her elbows. I think she'll be okay with that, though. Looks pretty
Yeah.
good to me. 100 kilos remains in the bar for Clara Isabel Heibrer from Germany.
And Clara is slightly lighter than Soto Ruiz, should it come down to that. Wow.
Yeah, that looked good to me. And it was 3 white lights. Really good elbow depth there.
102.5 was first attempt for Sarah Nani. Right, Ollie.
Our penultimate opener now, Sara Naldi from Italy, 102.5 kilos. Both her and Bernardi changed the bench opener. Believe Bernardi went down from 107. And I think Sara went up from 100.
Great bench.
And 3 white lights, a good lift. Moving that opener up could be really helpful come the battle in deadlifts.
It's actually changed the prognosis result.
Yeah, it's because Bernardi as well dropped 2.5,
Yeah.
as well as Sara going up 2.5.
And so closely matched are they that that's all it takes.
Now we have our final opening attempt from Chiara Bernardi. 105 kilos, just 10 below her max. Very good bencher. Perhaps just dropping it to 105 to ensure she gets a good bench in and she can build from there. Doesn't want to make the same mistake as they did in squats.
That's very strong.
Just waiting for the referee light there, and she sinks quite a lot. I think she adapted to get elbow depth, but
I did worry slightly, that's why I wasn't saying anything.
yeah, I think she adopted that new technique to get elbow depth, but she got called on it for her left and right. The jury are discussing it as the coach goes out, but in the meantime, we go through to second attempt. We have Esme Dijes of Netherlands jumping 5 kilos to 85 for her second attempt. And unfortunately, it remains a no lift for Bernardi, and that poses an issue moving forwards.
Yeah, because that's her technique now, and can she change it on a competition platform? But sorry to Dyers, back to her.
Little slow in the middle, but finished it off strong. 3 white lights for Dyers.
90 kilos for Akira. Barzo.
Out now, we have Makeda Vidal from Great Britain, 90 kilos, a 5 kilo jump, and this would match her bench press PB. Still so smooth and steady.
Definitely more there.
3 white lights, a good lift. And now the following 6 lifters, all in the 100 kilo range. Kaylee Sue, Denise, jumps 5 kilos for 100 on her second attempt.
Oh wow, nice and easy.
3 white lights, a good lift. Martine Jorgensen now jumping 5 kilos to 100 kilos for her second attempt. This will be a 2.5 kilo personal best should she make this.
That looks good.
And it is 3 white lights, a good lift. Inmaculada Soto Ruiz now of Spain jumps 2.5 kilo to 102.5, and this takes her into bench gold for the time being. She's actually lighter than Naldi. No, they weigh exactly the same. I'm sorry. It takes her in front for the time being. A good call from the Spanish team there. Ooh, but unfortunately 2-1.
Elbows and butt, I would imagine. Let's see. Which one do we look at? Let's see if there was butt lift.
Well, it was yellow from the head referee. So I imagine
It wasn't butt. And of course we can't see the other angle. But
I think the centre referee said she missed the rack command. Clara Isabel Hybra now from Germany, 105 kilos, a 5 kilo jump from her opener. This takes her into bench press gold for the time being from silver, with Bernardi still not with a bench made. Wow, and that was lovely and easy.
beautiful bench press.
3 white lights, a good lift. And for Soto Ruiz, there's really not much you can do. If the head referee says you skip the command, you've just got to listen out for it. Especially if you've gone through all the hard work of making the lift. Now an important lift. Chiara Bernardi, who on prognosis was posted first, missed her opener on elbow depth. Now is retaking it for her second. She needs to post a bench to be able to compete in the competition. She's got that extreme sinking style to try and get that elbow depth, but couldn't quite make it last time. Let's see if she's adapted.
Well, it was strong, but we wait for the referees.
And there we are, 3 white lights, gets a bench on the board and secures her total for now. But it does steal some kilos away from her.
It does. When it's so close.
Absolutely, and now person she's fighting head and head with, her teammate Sarah Naudi, coming out with what was Bernardi's original opener, 107.5 kilos. And this takes her from squat bronze into squat gold for the time being, heading into third attempts.
And Bernardi, I can tell you, has gone up to 112.5 for her third.
Looking to make up that ground. Let's see how Sarah does with this 107. Wow.
She does brilliantly, is the answer.
And that was a 2.5 kilo PB. Moving well. It's a good lift. It's going to be so exciting when it comes down to deadlifts there. And not to forget the big fight for bronze as well. It's still so close on that side of things.
Hugely close. Third prognosis 475. Fourth prognosis 472.5. Fifth prognosis 467.5.
Yeah, it's going to go right down to the last deadlift. Now, though, Esme Dyers, Netherlands, 87.5 kilos, 2.5 kilo jump, and this matches her bench PB. Just not there today, unfortunately, but a great fight.
Now for the third attempt of Makeda Vidal.
92.5 kilos now for Makeda Vidal, Great Britain. 2.5 kilo jump, and this will be for a new personal best.
But all she wants right now is to carry as many kilos as possible through from subtotal to the deadlifts. So this 2.5 kilos could be absolutely vital.
Yeah, she's 15 kilos behind third. Oh, look at that. That was a perfect third attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift. So yeah, 15 kilos, that could be one miss from a competitor there. That could pull her up. But it's a bit of a hill to climb for now. Those kilos will help. Bar is loaded for Kaylee Sue Deniz from the Netherlands, 102.5 kilos for a matched personal best. This will be taken by the following 2 lifters. She's the lightest of the 3 though, so will remain in 4th for bench press if she gets this. Which just shows the talent in this class of women today.
Wow.
3 white lights, a good lift. Immaculada Soto Ruiz now didn't get her second, unfortunately. Looking for it here on her third. They said that she skipped the rack command, so just needs to listen out for it here. Always gets a little sticky off the chest, but once she gets past that point, locks out really nice and strong.
Three wide lights.
Manages to gain those extra couple kilos, and she'll be fighting with Deniz of the Netherlands for that podium position, as well as Hybera. Martine Jorgensen now from Denmark, 102.5 kilos for a 2.5 kilo personal best. Just couldn't get through that sticking point, unfortunately. Just 3 lifts remaining now. These are the bench press medal holders before we head through to the bench for the 93 kilo men. We have Clara Isabel Heiberer from Germany, 107.5 kilos. If she gets this, she moves from bench silver into gold for the time being,
Yeah, she'll match Naldi at a lighter body weight.
with Naudi and Bernardi to follow.
Great bench.
Yeah, really lovely third. And 3 white lights, moves into bench press gold for the time being. Now all she can do is wait and see if she remains there. But just as important, gets those extra kilos to fight for that podium position overall.
Yeah, I think she cares far less for bench medals than she does about being European champion.
Sarah Naudi now 110 kilos to regain that top spot for bench press, ahead of Heiberer. And more importantly, gain those extra kilos that will come in handy, as only a few kilos separate her and Bernardi at this second, and 2.5 on prognosis.
What can you say? Great bench.
Yeah, that was absolutely excellent, and a great call with energy left for deadlifts. 1 bench press remaining now, and as you said before, Chiara has jumped 7.5 kilos. Didn't get her opener, got 2 reds, but got it on her second, looking to regain the kilos now and take bench press gold. She already has bronze, but looking for those extra 7.5 kilos for her total.
This will put her in 302.5 subtotal, only 2.5 kilos behind Naldi. They have the same opening deadlift.
Oh, she manages to lock it out, but are the referees happy with it? Ooh, 2-1 and no lift, a yellow and a red there.
Wow. Well, the Italian coaches straight to the table and the jury are looking at it.
Yeah, and it looks like from the other angle that the butt might have lifted, and I think that's what the jury members are talking about now. But in the meantime, as you can see, Naldi walks away with bench gold with 110, Heiberer in silver with 107.5, and in bronze, Bernardi with 105 kilos. It seems the 110 won't be a good lift, unfortunately, but she still walks away with bronze.
The Italian coach walks away very dejectedly, and I think that tells the story that nothing is going to change.
Yeah, if one Italian coach looks upset and one looks happy, you know whose coach is who there. We move now into the 93 kilo men for their bench press.
Well, what a fabulous battle that was in the 63s, and we just hope that what the 93 men can give us matches that standard. First up is Mirko Artosi from Italy, medalist in the squat, but first out in the A flight. And he's opening on 160 kilos. It looks good.
3 white lights.
As we see the replay, Matthew Henry is the next to lift from Ireland, also 160 kilos. Looking down the line, we've got 3 opening at 180, 2 at 182.5. They're all so closely matched.
Matthew from Ireland.
Looks good from Henry. And 3 wide lights. Now Cian Madden, also from Ireland, is next out. He was the silver medalist in squat.
Yeah, almost clinched gold right at the end there, but just couldn't stand it up.
Great one. And 3 wide lights. And next up, as we see the replay, will be Ruben Rodriguez Castro, Spain. He had a great squat competition, and he will be opening bench on 167.5 kilos. And as we watch, greetings to Alex Rodriguez and all the powerlifting crew down in Malaga. We know you're watching this. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Oh, that's a great opener.
2 to 1, a good lift. She gets a
Wow.
yellow from the center referee, which I can only imagine before double dipping
Let's
there
have
on
a
his
look.
chest. Doesn't look like
No.
he does, but that's what the center referee said it was for.
Well, he gets it 2 to 1. And now Nathan Javau, 175 kilos to get his bench campaign underway.
In a great position to podium overall at his first Open Euros.
Fantastic opening bench. 3 wide lights.
Yeah, that looked really easy for him.
Now Andrea Cicero, or Cicero, 180 kilos. He didn't have the best of days in squat. He'll be hoping to put that right on the bench press. Looks like a great opening bench. This time we'll wait for the far side referee, and yes, 3 wide lights. Now, Thomas Just of Austria, also taking 180 kilos, as will Sletten, who follows him. It's a great opener.
3 white lights, a good lift. Worth mentioning that the European Open record is 232.5 kilos, belonging to Emil Krastev, and of course the world record is 245.5, belonging to Jonathan Kaiko.
So this is Sletten, 180 kilos, but as we said, the man with the huge deadlift. Great opener.
3 white lights, a good lift. And actually, 2 of the biggest deadlifters coming out quite late in bench, him and Christian.
Yeah, that's unusual. Now, Rob Esselens from Belgium next, 182.5 kilos. Rob holds the Belgian records in both squat and bench press. He wasn't able to bring his squat A game today. Let's see what he can do on the bench. Oh, it looks smooth and easy.
And 3 white lights, a good lift.
Alexander Karasson from Iceland, also on 182.5. It's very fast. But
Yeah, I was worried he missed the press
yeah,
command there, and I think he
must
did.
have, yeah. I was trying to watch it like live rather than on the screen, but
And it looks like his butt came up off of
yeah.
the pad anyway. But has the strength for it, so hopefully he can grab it next time.
Now this is Christian Eindhoven, gold medalist in squat, and he is last out in the first round of the bench press. He's opening with 192.5. Smooth and easy. And that was only 10 kilos below his PB.
Yeah, it seems like prep went extremely well for him. And that is a good lift. 3 white lights.
And that's the end of the first round. And just to confirm, there is the position in the bench press. Ballant from the B group currently leads 197.5. It's actually Ballant Naj, Eindhoven second, And Tamas, also from Hungary, in third place. Rob Esselin's the next best in the A group. And we're into the second round. And it's Mirko Artosi from Italy taking 165.
2-1. Gets a yellow from the left-hand side referee. See if the butt lifted at all there. Already looks a tiny bit hovery. But he manages to keep it down.
I think hovery is okay.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
It's hover that's not.
Yeah.
Now, Matthew Henry, also 165 kilos.
This is just 5 kilos below his PB.
And that looks good. It was slow, smooth and steady all the way to the top. And it is 3 white lights for Henry. Cian Madden is next. 172.5 on the bar as we see the replay of Henry's. That's a good bench. Well, he gets a yellow as well.
Yeah, let's have a look at that side. It's the same side referee that gave the yellow to Matthew. I think it got close, but I think he might be okay with that.
I think so.
Yeah, the jury seem happy with that.
Now, Ruben Rodriguez Castro, 177.5. Absolutely smoked 167.5. Let's see if the extra 10 kilos slows him down at all. Not a lot. That should be good, yes. 3 white lights. Now Nathan Jabbar, 10 kilo jump for him as well. This will take him right up the bench rankings, as you can see, from 13th to 4th.
Just 5 kilos below his bench press PB. 10 kilo jump from his opener.
And now I'm not sure if that just stopped or went down. Hopefully it just, well, centre referee said it went down, sides were happy with it.
Yeah, let's have a look at that here.
Just watch it. I think that just stopped, you know.
I think he's all right. Yeah, the jury seem happy with that
Yeah.
decision, I'm quite sure.
I don't think that gives conclusive evidence it went down. Now, Andre Cicero, 187.5. Italian squat record holder, also the Italian bench press record holder at 195.5. This is 187.5. His bench is going really well today. Now, next up we have Alexander Karason. He missed his opener, if you remember, didn't he get 3 yellows? Or
Yeah, he just
yeah,
skipped the command.
yeah.
So he's gone up anyway, 5 kilos, because it was easy enough for him. He just needs to listen out for that command, and he should be okay. But it is risky.
Yeah, it looked very comfortable.
He did get the rack command. There we go, 3 white lights.
Now Rob Esselins, Belgium, 190 kilos. This takes him to within 3 kilos of his PB, which is also the Belgian record. And let's see how this moves. And I'm sure he would love 195 for the third, if this feels good.
This also takes him into bench press bronze for the time being.
Yeah, 3 of them on 190.
Rob is the heaviest though.
But he's also the one with the 190 on the board. Good lifting. Thumbs up to the coach. Thomas Jost, also 190.
Yeah, and this would take him ahead of Rob on body weight into bronze. Ahead of Sletten, who is even lighter and follows.
Looks good.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Now Trygve Sletten. This will put him into bronze medal position from 11th. Shows how tightly bunched they are in this group. From 11th to 3rd with a 10 kilo jump. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good lift, 3 white lights.
And as we see Sletton's replay, the bar has been loaded for the final lifter in the second round, Christian Iandokan, Great Britain, who's taking 200.
This is just 2.5 kilos below his personal best, and will move him into bench gold for the time being, going into 3rd attempts.
Yeah, bench press gold still held by Naj of Hungary from the B group. But this will take the lead and push Naj down to 2nd. Oh, that looked a great bench press.
And by the looks of the 3rd attempts, Balin, I think, will get bench press bronze at the very least.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he's 60 or 20 grams heavier than the athlete taking 197. in the next round.
And in the meantime, we lost the summary, but I can tell you that Ian Doken leads from Naj and Sletton in third place with 190. And this is Matthew Henry, 167.5 kilos. No, it's just stalled. So no lift for Henry.
Seems like he was set up a little bit wonky as well, so that wouldn't have helped him.
I've actually noticed that in all three lifts, and I was wondering, was it the singlet that was slightly off, or was it the body that was slightly? But meanwhile, this is Mirko Artosi from Italy, 170 kilos to match his PB. And that looked good. And yes, 3 white lights. We seem to be getting through this really quickly.
Yeah, we can thank the spotting and loading team for that, and they're very efficient.
I'm not sure the lifter should need a bit of rest, Will, but yeah, as a viewing spectacle, it really makes it great. And this is Cian Madden, 180 kilos to match his personal best. Looks like some people's opener.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights. Yeah, really easy third attempt there.
And next up, Ruben Rodriguez Castro, España, 182.5.
Wow, a great grind.
Oh, I thought he was gone there. What a fantastic fight. 3 white lights. Wow. Bet you enjoyed that down in Malaga. What a battle to the top. Now, Nathan Javal, Great Britain, 190. 190 would only be good enough to take him into 5th place.
This would match his personal best. Almost got tripped up with a blue last time round, but made it through. Let's hope this is a smoother attempt for him. He definitely looks strong enough for it.
Just got to be one continuous press. Don't put any doubt in the referee's mind. Taking it off himself.
So close.
No, just can't lock it out.
That is such a shame. He was so close to locking it out.
Now Rob Esselins. This will move Rob into bronze medal position with lifters to follow. It'll also be a new personal best. It'll also be a new Belgian national record. And I think we'll see a bit of a celebration if this is a good lift. Oh, it's a fantastic lift from Rob. There was actually more there, I think, but he will be.
Oh.
No!
He gets 2 yellows and a red. Let's have a look at that replay. It can't be changed now, unfortunately.
Butt and elbows, I would imagine. Well, the butt didn't come up. Well,
Yeah, it's hard to see what that was about.
from where I was sitting, that looked good, but clearly it wasn't.
The centre referee said he went back down onto his chest before he pressed again, but it can't be changed anyway. Unfortunately, we move forward.
So it wasn't elbows. Okay, this is Cicero, 195, and this is to move him from 8th to 3rd. No. Thomas Jost of Austria will be next as we watch the replay of Cicero. 195 kilos for a new personal best, and for him to move into 3rd place. Now Sletten is also in 195 at a lighter body weight. This does not guarantee bronze medal.
And Christian to end his bench press session. Yes, Thomas.
Oh yes, he managed to fight through it.
Brilliant last attempt. Let's see what the referee says.
And 2-1, he gets a red from the referee on the near side to us.
Yeah, that would have been for elbow depth, so let's look at that. Just
Don't see
missed
it.
it. But the juries will be able to.
They don't seem to be discussing it in any great detail. I think he's okay. And this is Trygve Sletten.
And this will put him into bronze medal for bench press. Get him those 5 extra kilos as he'll be fighting with Christian for that top spot.
And as we said, the top deadlifters are battling for the bench press medals. No.
And that might come back to bite him when it comes to deadlifts.
Could well do. Now Carrison, well, this will take him from 7th to silver medal. No one to come past him, only Ian Doken to go after him. So this is for the silver medal. And just shows, as we say, how close it is. 10 kilo jump takes you from 7th to 2nd. All he has to do now is make it. Coach Jordan Johnson looks on from the coaching area. He said all he can say, done all he can do. Now it's up to Alexander.
Wow, looks like he's done it, but let's wait for the lights. 2-1, a good lift, and I think the yellow is the same as the centre referee has been getting yellows for that press down.
I was worried it was for beating the command.
No, she gave the hand movement as if he double pressed after the press command, but the jury seem happy. Oh, maybe not. They've overruled it to a no lift.
Yeah, I think he beat the command. It was very, very fast, the upward movement. So that is a no lift for Carrison. And this is Christian Iandoken, 205 kilos for a new personal best. He is the gold medalist in bench to add to his gold medal in squat. He is on fire today.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that. And that puts him 25 kilos ahead on subtotal.
Well, he gets a blue as well.
30 kilos, I'm sorry. Wow. Yeah, incredible. Gold medal in squat and bench. And I think the overturn and the yellow was in fact for, as the center referee is signaling the double on the chest. But nonetheless, what an incredible bench session.
Wow. Just to summarize, this is the total position, and we go down to Ian Doken leads with 510. Sletton is 30 kilos behind at 480. Madden also on 480. Javau also on 480, but we know Sletton has a huge deadlift.
Yeah, it's going to be close all the way through, and we are going into a 10-minute break now before we head into the deadlifts for the 63s and the 93s to see who walks away crowned European champion. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Welcome back to the European Championships. We have the 63 kilo and 93 kilo A groups, and we are on to deadlift, where we will find out who will walk away with what medal. Here we have the totals from the B group earlier, and if you look a bit further down to 9th are the subtotals for the lifters here in the A group. You can see Sara Noldi of Italy is leading ahead of Bernardi by 10 kilos, and 10 kilos behind Bernardi is Hybera and Denise, and then 10 kilos further is Vidal. So really a big fight for bronze and a big fight for gold there between the two Italian lifters. And as we suspected, it's going to be really close towards the end, but with some unfortunate squats and benches from Bernardi, she is just slightly behind right now.
Yeah, she was probably the slight favourite coming in, but there was never very much between the two of them, was there? But I think the odds have now turned in Naldi's favour.
Martin Jorgensen now opening us up for deadlifts. And with every successful attempt we see, as everyone made a squat and bench, we will get a completed or confirmed total that they can grow on. 160 kilos on the bar for Martin.
Only 8 lifters. This is going to fly by.
Two to one, a good lift. Gets a yellow from the side referee, which I do think was an accident.
Well, I hope it was.
All fantastic deadlifters in this flight. Makeda Vidal of Great Britain opening on 185 kilos.
Yeah, she's a really good deadlifter and she's second out. Just shows everything about the quality of this competition. Of course, being coached today by a very, very good deadlifter.
Just waiting for the lights there from the referees, but it looked good from here.
Near side referee still to press.
And yeah, as you mentioned before, it's going to be moving really quickly, so I'm sure the athletes appreciate this slight technical issue to breathe a little bit, because it's not a small amount of weight they're shifting either. And 2 to 1, a good lift. The side referee saying she doesn't think her shoulders were locked out, but the other two referees happy with the decision. We have Kaylee Sue Denise of the Netherlands now, 190 kilos, opening 2.5 kilos below her PB. And she's going to be fighting for every kilo to get on that podium. And it is really close now.
Can't afford a safe lift, can you, when it's this close? Oh, that's a great opener.
3 white lights, a good lift, and now only several kilos separates 3 or 4 lifters from that podium overall in that third position.
Just seen the replay.
Another lifter who'll be pulling every kilo she can to get into that third spot. Clara Isabel Hybera from Germany, 190 kilos. Just a reminder, she's fresh out of the juniors, as well as Soto Ruiz.
Also a reminder, sorry, let this take place.
Wow, lovely and quick. And a good lift, 3 white lights.
I was just going to say, remember from the first the B group, Catherine Kilmartin is sitting on 210. She leads deadlifts at the moment.
Yeah, and all the following openers we see, the next four will be 200 kilos and above. First of which, Inmaculada Soto Ruiz of Spain, 200 kilos. Wow, that was lightning fast.
You took the word right out of my mouth there.
3 white lights, a good lift, and in case you missed it, then you missed it, I'm afraid.
I think it was too fast for the replay as well.
Yeah, wow. Incredible job. We now have Esme Dyers from the Netherlands, 200 kilos. And this immediately bumps her to silver. And that includes the B group. Soto Ruiz, who just took that silver position, of course. And gone once again, taken by Esme.
That's a fabulous deadlift as well.
3 white lights, a good lift, and with 2 openers remaining, I think that silver spot is going to move around a bit in the next couple minutes. Now the 2 contenders for that top position, only separated by 2.5 kilos from their deadlift openers. 202.5 kilos for Chiara Bernardi. And that was excellent. We know she's a great deadlifter.
All business.
And she will be released from by 12.5 kilos at the end of the first round.
205 kilos now for Sara Naudi of Italy. Her personal best is 223, which is just 8 kilos below the world record. So let's see how 205 moves for her today. Wow.
Oh, that was so strong and fast.
3 white lights, a good lift. And with Bernardi jumping 15 kilos to her second, she might have to put a world record on her third to win. So I'm really looking forward to that. And just like that, we are all the way through our openers and through to the second round of deadlifts, with everybody securing a total. Kilmartin's still in the lead, but obviously that's just after the openers here in the A flight, with Naudi and Bernardi in silver and bronze for the time being in deadlifts. Now we have Martine Jorgensen from Denmark jumping 10 kilos to 170 for her second attempt. Two to one, a good lift. The referee giving a red for insufficient lockout there. Let's have a look at that again. Seemed okay from here, to me at least. Yeah, and the jury seemed happy with that being a good lift. We now have Makeda Vidal of Great Britain, 192.5 kilos, 7.5 kilo jump, and this leaves her 10 kilos below her deadlift PB. Moved very similarly to her opener.
Yeah, that looked good to me.
3 white lights, a good lift from Makeda.
200 kilos for Kylie trying to retake the third place. Kylie.
And the bar is loaded for Kaylee Sue Denise. of the Netherlands, 200 kilos, a 10-kilo jump from her opener, and this will be a 7.5 kilo personal best if she gets this.
Yeah, the first one moved so well.
And she's going to need PBs to get on that podium.
That's a great deadlift again.
Puts herself in a great position heading into third attempts to push for that bronze overall. 3 white lights.
She's lighter than Kelly, so she'll have the win in case of a draw. Important that to know.
Clara Isabel Hybera now, 200 kilos for her second attempt. This will be a matched personal best. 10-kilo jump from her opener. She is also fighting for that bronze medal position overall. And this will move her into it for the time being.
Looks good.
3 white lights, a good lift.
And I think Kilmartin is about to be swept aside. Sensational deadlifting in the 63s this afternoon.
Yeah, we have Inmaculada Soto Ruiz now, 210 kilos. And as you said, that's enough to move her into deadlift silver for the time being, with 3 lifters to follow still.
New PB by 2.5 kilos.
She's not out the race for bronze overall yet either.
No.
Especially with it moving like that.
Oh,
wow.
Fantastic. 3 whites. Now the next 3 lifters will all move into first place in the deadlift in turn if successful with their lifts.
And first up of which is Esme Dyers from the Netherlands, 212.5 kilos, pushing 2.5 kilos above her current PB if she gets this.
Seen Esme pull big before, but never this big. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, wow, with room left in the tank for her third. 3 white lights, a good lift. And a great position to be in to pull for a deadlift medal. And it looks like Soto Ruiz has put in 220 for her third attempt. I'm not even sure if that's a placeholder. Sarah Naudi now, 215 kilos, a 10-kilo jump from her opener. Currently sitting in first overall. This will also move her into deadlift gold for the time being, with Bernardi to follow. Great patience off the floor there.
Great deadlift again. As you say, patience with the floor, and then as soon as it moved, she locked that out so well.
Now, the final second attempt of this flight before we move through to the third and finals. 217.5 kilos for Bernardi. Sat in silver overall. This moves her into deadlift gold for the time being and gives her 15 extra kilos heading into third attempts. And dare I say that moved faster than Naldi's.
It moved faster off the floor, but I think Naldi locked out better, so it's...
Even Stevens there.
Yeah.
And that concludes our second round of deadlifts in the 63s. We move through to the final attempts now to find out who will walk away with what medals. And as you can see, it is close, particularly at that bronze medal position. Naudi leading with 520. Just behind her, Bernardi with 512.5. And fighting for that bronze position, Hybera, Denise and Soto Ruiz. all within a good range of each other. It's going to come down to this final deadlift, and you won't have to wait long to see, as we are coming out right now.
Bernardi is 7.5 kilos behind, but she is the lighter of the two Italians.
And the bar is loaded for Martine Jørgensen of Denmark. 180 kilos in the bar, and for that to be the lightest third attempt is madness.
It's a tough school here this afternoon. Oh, not quite, not quite.
So close.
Thought she had it.
Yeah, it moved so well up until that lockout, which is typical of the conventional. Just lost grip there right at the end. And once that goes, there's nothing you can do.
And Amelia, 197, is out second
That is,
in the women's 63s.
and I can tell you, Bernardi has put in the world record for her last attempt as suspected. But now Makeda Vidal of Great Britain, 197.5 kilos for her third and final attempt for a 472.5 total. She gets him moving. Wow, great resilience, but just a bit too heavy today, unfortunately, for Makeda. Six lifts remaining, and they are all mammoth. These are huge deadlifts from these 63s.
I'm just sitting here with a silly smile on my face, trying to take it all in.
I don't blame you. Kaylee Sue Denise now, 207.5 kilos, and this pushes her onto the podium. But of course, we have two lifters fighting for that after her. This will give her a 492.5 kilo total. But she's heavier than Hybera, and it's just too much for her today, unfortunately. And that potentially puts her out the race, I believe, for that overall bronze. Yeah, it does, because Hybera already has a 485 kilo total, and she is lighter. So we now have Clara Isabel Hybera from Germany, currently sat in bronze overall, 207.5 kilos. Will extend that, but of course Soto Ruiz will be pushing for that as well. Soto Ruiz is heavier, so going for 2.5 kilos more, of course, on her total with 220. 207.5 kilos to try and secure that bronze medal. Wow, would you look at that?
She has pulled it.
And it seemed pretty fantastic there. 3 white lights, a good lift. And we've seen an attempt change come in. Trying to see who that's for. Yeah, it's for Soto Ruiz there. She's
Both
dropped
of
it to
them.
215.
Yeah, Naldi's changed as well.
Yeah, Soto Ruiz is looking for a deadlift medal instead of that overall. She's just putting on what she thinks she can get, looking for that deadlift silver. She's had an absolutely phenomenal day. Her first Open Euros. 5 kilo jump from her second. It'll be for a new personal best. 215 kilos on the bar for Soto Ruiz of Spain. And here she goes, a huge attempt here on her third final deadlift.
And it might still not be good enough for her deadlift medal. Crazy.
And she's got it moving. Oh,
No,
but it's just too much for her today, unfortunately. But what an effort, and she'll be one to watch
She
for the
will
years
have
to
many
come.
other days.
3 lifts remaining now. They are all 220 kilos and above, which is absolutely incredible. We have Sara Naudi now of Italy, 220 kilos.
If she gets this, Bernardi's going to have to get the world record. Wow.
This puts her into deadlift gold, but more importantly, pushes Bernardi to have to lift something big for gold overall. Look at that patience.
Oh,
wow!
wow, she's got it.
2-1, a good lift. What an incredible final attempt, and now all she can do is wait.
That's amazing.
The bar is loaded for Esme trying to take the gold medal on deadlift. 220 on the bar.
Now Bernardi can drop, but first we have Esme Dias of Netherlands, 220 kilos, and this moves her from deadlift bronze, which she has secured, into deadlift gold,
And Bernardi has dropped to 230.
which is just 1 kilo below the world record. But for now, Esme 220 for deadlift gold. This will be a huge PB. Wow, she's got it moving.
She's locked it. There's almost a look of shock in her face that she managed to pull that.
3 white lights, a good lift, 220 kilos for Esme, and she moves into deadlift gold. What an incredible show of talent. And how well deserved was that? That leaves us with 1 deadlift remaining, and it's for Bernardi. Obviously this puts her into deadlift gold if she gets it, but with just 1 kilo below the world record, this would take the win ahead of Naudi, and she has to pull just 1 kilo below the world record to do it. Chiara Bernardi of Italy, 230 kilos.
To win on body weight.
What an incredible...
Oh, look how fired up she is. Everyone's shouting and screaming in the room.
And it's just too much for her, unfortunately. But what incredible effort from Bernardi. She really got hurt there in her squats. But how incredible to try for that 230, just 1 kilo off of that world record.
She tried what she had to try.
Yeah, she absolutely did. She had nothing else to lose, as she still walks away in silver. But for deadlifts, Esme Dias of the Netherlands walks away on body weight with deadlift gold with 220. Sara Naudi of Italy with the same weight but slightly heavier with deadlift silver, and Chiara Bernardi with 217.5 with deadlift bronze. And overall, Sara Naudi is your European champion with 525. Chiara Bernardi just missing out there with her last deadlift in silver overall, and Clara Isabel Heiberer of Germany ending up in bronze with 492.5. Don't go anywhere. We are heading straight through to the men's deadlifts now, and I promise it'll be just as exciting.
Well, you almost want to stop there because it was so good that you just ending on a high, but I think we're just going to get another high coming towards us like a tidal wave in this final round of the men's 93 Open. The deadlifts, and the first out is Cian Madden, and he's on 277.5. Nice deadlift.
Yeah, the speed almost knocked him off balance there at the top, but did well to hold on to it.
Well, I say that, we haven't got the lights yet.
Yeah, and 2-1, a good lift. Does get a blue there from one of the side referees.
A blue.
Could have been for that speed wobble at the top, but I think he'll be safe.
Now Alexander Karasson, Iceland, 280 kilos. way below his PB. Presumably this is getting a safe one in. And they make a big jump for his second. Oh, great deadlift.
Yeah, very, very conservative opener for him. 3 white lights, a good lift. Secures his total, and that's the smart thing to do.
Now Rob Esselins, he's opening on 285. PB is 297.5. That looks good. Three whites, and Thomas Just will be next up from Austria, 285. They're all opening conservatively, getting one in, and we can expect a lot of big jumps in the second round. And the bar is loaded for Just. Every time someone makes a deadlift, they make a total. Oh, great opening. Well, it was 30 kilos below his PB. I guess it probably should have been, but it certainly was. Now, Ruben Rodriguez Castro is up next, also on 285 kilos, as will be Matthew Henry, who follows him. Another great deadlift.
3 white lights, a good lift for Castro.
Matthew Henry on the same weight, representing Ireland. Just making last minute mental preparation, visualizing the lift. Oh, nice and easy.
3 white lights, a good lift.
290 kilos now for
Yeah, Mirko Artosi, Italy, 290 kilos. Then the last four are 300 or over with their openers. I looked at the screen for a moment and almost missed it.
Yeah,
Great
that was
lift.
a lovely opener. Really speedy. 3 white lights. And it secures his total.
4 to go. Next up, Andrea Cicero, Italia, 300 kilos. Easy. And most of them are opening 20, 30 kilos below the PB.
Yeah, it's not unusual to see this weight class make slightly larger jumps as well, so they're kind of safer to do so.
Now Nathan Javal opening 3:12 and a half.
Who will walk away with the gold medal in a couple of minutes? But you better not speak on Nathan because he's got a monster deadlift.
The leader in deadlift is still Rubenstein from the B group, but not for much longer, I wouldn't think.
Come on, Nathan, that's easy.
Oh, no.
Just loses balance at the top there. I think goes onto his heels as he was trying to lock out. Let's look at that again in the replay. Clearly strong enough for it. Yeah, leans back instead of locks out, but no, he's strong enough for it and can come back for that on his second attempt.
So Christian Ayandokan, 320 kilos. And I think the key thing here is Sletton is only opening 10 kilos heavier. Ayandokan is going to try and track him as much as he possibly can. He's got a huge deadlift himself.
Yeah, and he's 30 kilos ahead at the moment.
Oh, that was the easiest deadlift of the day, I think.
Yeah, still
Well,
gets 2 to 1.
He gets a red from the near side referee saying it wasn't locked out.
Yeah, let's have a look at that on the replay. He's a very upright locker outer, if you will.
Oh, it's... Now, Trygve Sletton, Norway, 330 kilos. Actually, his PB is below Ayandokan's.
It's an interesting strategy. Some countries do it, but perhaps he's just made a lot of progress recently. Find out shortly.
Great lift.
Yeah, it seems like he has super speedy opener and 3 white lights.
Second round now with Ian, 295.
Now, Cian Madden starts the second round with 295 kilos. The silver medalist from squad. Now it's a great lift from Madden.
And 3 white lights, a good lift.
Matthew Henry next. 297.5, 10 kilos below his PB. Had to work a little bit in the middle, but it's good.
3 white lights, a good lift, Matthew.
Rob Esselin's 15 kilo jump to 300. Rob's never been to 300 before on the deadlift, PB 297.5. I think you'll see a big celebration. This is good.
Oh, he's fighting it all the way up.
What a great battle.
Let's wait for the lights. Yeah, I was a
Yeah.
bit worried it wasn't locked out though.
Not quite.
But he has another shot of that on his third, so I hope he didn't use too much energy there.
Taking the words out of my mouth, how much energy did that take? At least it's a flight of 11, so it's not like he's gone out again in 5 minutes. Now, Alexander Karasyn, 300 kilos, he has been here before, PB 307.5.
Let's go, Alexander.
Oh, that's a great deadlift.
Yeah, 20 kilos, barely slowed him down there from his opener to his second.
And 3 white lights. Thomas Jost will be next as you see Karasyn's replay, and Jost will take 3:02.5, still comfortably below his personal best, and you can see Rodriguez getting ready to follow.
It says it puts him in third place overall, but do remember Nathan Javau has not got a deadlift in yet.
Yeah, good call.
Moved well.
Yeah, should be good. And we'll wait for the third referee's lights. And yes, 3 white lights.
305 kilos.
Now Ruben Rodriguez Castro, 305 kilos. And I can tell you, Javau, who will lift in a couple of lifts' time, is retaking his opener, hasn't put the weight up.
Yeah, that seems like the sensible choice here. Not worth the risk, especially if he gets it. He's got a good lead on fourth.
Oh, it's a great lift from Castro.
Yeah, and he's got a really strong lockout as well, so it's very obvious. 3 white lights.
You can see this was strong all the way through, right off the floor to lockout. Mirko Artosi, 312.5. He's made a big jump, 22.5 kilos, to take him within 2.5 kilos of his personal best. Oh, it's fabulous. And 3 whites. Now Nathan Javau is out next, retaking the 312.5 he missed in the first round due to an overbalance.
Strength is definitely there. Hope he can keep his balance at the top now. Just fell back, as you said. His PB is 337.5, so this should be an easy weight for him. Looks like he manages it this time.
He didn't snatch at it so much, it was much smoother. Well, he only gets 2 whites, but I think that'll be fine.
Yeah, let's look at the replay there, because I think I missed whatever that blue would have been.
So did I.
Yeah, so did the jury by the seams of it, so I think he'll be okay.
Now, Andrea Cicero, 317.5 kilos. Great lift.
Yeah, really tidy. And a good lift, 3 white lights.
And the bar now goes up by 30 kilos.
347.5.
Some huge deadlifts coming up.
Ian Doken's going 347.5, which is 2.5 below his PB. Sletton is going 350, which is 10 kilos over his PB.
And the bar is loaded for Christian. Come on.
A lot of support from the British team in the crowd today.
Come on, Christian. Very beginning of the money time for the British athletes. Come on, Christian.
Oh, he looks like he just struggled at the top there.
I'm going to wait. No.
We don't have an issue for Christian.
Bit of an issue at lockout there for Christian,
He will have
which could cost him if Sletton gets his next lift and Christian doesn't go up. It's risky business.
No, he just wasn't quite there, was he? Now this is Trygve Sletton, 350 kilos, and this will put him into the lead overall. This will put him on 830, same as Ian Doken at a lighter body weight. But it's 10 kilos more than he's ever done before. Oh, Sletton absolutely smashes that.
Yeah, wow, a fantastic second attempt. 350 kilos, 2 to 1.
2 to 1. He got a yellow.
Again, I can't quite see what that infraction would have been for, but it looks like a good lift. The jury agree with the white calls.
And we are into the third round. And Rob Esselins of Belgium will retake 300 kilos for a PB and a national record. He was so close last time. He's had time to recover. He looks really fired up for this.
one last try.
No. No. I think he gave it all on the second attempt. Not to be today.
But great to see him back on the platform
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Well, he missed the championships in December. He was in hospital with a lung problem. So to go from there in December to the platform in March is really to be applauded. And we can see Sletton leads the deadlift by 30 kilos. But more importantly, in the overall race to be the European champion, if we just get the screen to change, both Sletton and Ian Doken are on 830, but Sletton is the lighter.
Yeah, but if they both make their final attempts, Christian will walk away with a higher total and therefore European champion. But as we saw before, he just missed it on a lockout on his second, so all is to play for. Matthew Henry now.
302.5.
Wow.
What a strong back he has to lock that out.
A fantastic third attempt.
3 wide lights.
He shakes the hands of the referees. Great end to the competition for Matthew there.
Now Cian Madden, the other Irish lifter, 307.5. This will be a new PB for Cian. It will move him just off the podium to 4th place. Oh, I thought he had it. So close.
Just lost balance at the top there, unfortunately. Fell back. But he's had a great day, walking away with a squat medal.
Yeah, the legs straightened a little early, didn't they? And
Yeah, and just got propelled backwards.
Alexander Carrison for a 5 kilo PB, 312.5. And this will move him, for the time being, into 4th place in total. Oh, it's a good lift. Coach
wait for the
claps. Well, he gets a 2-1. Near side referee said it wasn't properly locked out. That's what the small red under the big red circle indicates. Looks locked out from this side. Maybe not so from the other. Thomas Jost. This will move him to 4th place in total and push Carrison back down to 5th. And it'll lift him from 11th to 5th in deadlift. That looks good. Coach celebrates. 3 white lights. Ruben Rodriguez Castro is taking 320. This will be a new PB. It will move him into silver medal position in the deadlift for now. It will move him onto 3rd place in the podium for now.
Yeah, and if he gets this and Nathan misses his last attempt, he will end up bronze overall.
Come on, Spain, whatever you're watching, make a noise for your lifter. Oh no.
15 kilos more was just too much today for Castro, unfortunately.
He went with what he had to do.
Yeah, and Nathan's not safe yet because I believe Artosi's also put in a big deadlift to try and push him off the podium. So he'll need to get this in order to stay bronze overall.
And the coach yells for even more noise. So pretty much to guarantee bronze medal overall. He'd like a deadlift medal, but the big goal is the total podium.
There we go.
And they celebrate in the audience, and it's 3 white lights. And Nathan Javau takes bronze overall and is in silver medal position in deadlift.
Now 3:27.5 for the last attempt of Andrea Cicero.
Now Cicero and Artosi both going 327.5 on low. Cicero is out first, and this will move him into silver medal in deadlift.
And the bar is loaded for Andrea Cicero. Now Andrea.
And Cicero is heavier than Artosi, so Artosi can match him to push him down the deadlift rankings. But this is to make that necessary. From 5th to 2nd. Oh, what a fabulous effort from Chicharo.
A little worried about Blues there.
You were right.
Yeah, he just supported with his legs, unfortunately. I was hoping I was wrong, but unfortunately not quite there for him today.
Now Marco Artosi, 327.5, and this will move him from 7th to 2nd in deadlift, with only 2 lifters to go, and it would guarantee him a medal, even if Christian makes his 3rd round attempt. So for a deadlift medal in an absolutely stacked competition, Mirko Artosi. But it's 12.5 kilos more than he's ever done before, and
Yeah, just too much today, unfortunately.
had to give it a go.
Absolutely. You know, had nothing to lose. He does still walk away with a squat medal, of course.
Now here we are, Christian Ayandokan, 347.5, and the simple truth of this is, if he gets it, he's the European champion. If he doesn't, he's not.
A lot rides in this one deadlift for Christian. It's a number he's done before. His PB is 350, so can he do it today is the question we want to know the answer to.
He was so close the last time.
This is for the European title, for the crown.
Tension in the room. It's going. Has he locked it? No.
What a shame.
He hasn't locked it, unfortunately.
And that means Sletton will walk away European champion.
That's right, and the last lift of the day's competition goes to the new European champion from Norway, Trygve Sletton. And he will take 355 to add a new personal best. Another new personal best. Came in with a PB of 340.
Holding back a smile, but the job's not done yet.
You don't want to smile when you get a 355 deadlift in front of you.
This will leave with an 835 total.
So it's for a total PB as well.
No.
No, the smile suggested maybe it wasn't there today. But he is the champion.
On body weight.
Yeah, after a quite stunning 93 kilo competition.
And we are slightly speechless here in the commentary
Am
booth.
I right in thinking the 63s was one on body weight as well? No, it wasn't. It would have been if Chiara had got her last deadlift, but she didn't. But this one, wow, it was so close right until those last deadlifts. Trygve Sletton takes deadlift gold with 350. Well, that matters less. The champion with 830 kilos, Trygve Sletton from Norway. The runner-up from Great Britain, Christian Ayandokan, who only got his opening deadlift in, and he loses on body weight. Bronze medal also to Great Britain from Nathan Javau. After he missed his first, he got his next 2, and they were well clear of the next best, who were Jost, Carrison and Castro. What a great competition. Any last words? Or
Still slightly speechless here, but we will join you tomorrow for the 69 and 105 groups. The B groups at 10 a.m. local time and the A groups at 2 p.m. local time. We head to the medal ceremony now. So please stick around and we will catch you later. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, as Amelia says, stick around for the medal ceremony. It won't take long, and it will reward wonderful performances. And we will be back with you 10 o'clock local time tomorrow. Bye until then.
See you then.
When you get excited on that one, then? Where else you pick up in that session? Squat,
Well,
squat, iron dog,
the 93.
both.
At the end.
Is that it?
Factor down to
Alright, we'll be
independent like the
competition builds.
end of
So we're going to give like Sakurossi and Arnold Washburn. The gold medalist with 195 kilos from Italy as well, Sara. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you very much. On bench now with a 105 kilo best attempt from Italy, Chiara. Silver medalist with a 107.5 best lift from Germany, Clara Isabel Haller. Once again, the gold medalist with 110 kilos from Italy, Sara. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you. We close match deadlifts. The bronze medalist with 270.5 kilos from Italy, Chiara. With a 220 kilos best attempt, huge performance from Italy, Sara. The best lifter on the end of the 63 weight class comes from Netherlands with 220, Dias Esme. Huge last attempt. Well done, ladies. Thank you. Congratulations. On total now, totaling 492.5 kilos at the end of the really close battle from Germany, Heidelberg, Clara Isabel. The runner-up of this 63 weight class with 512.5 kilos, Chiara, Italy. And winning the battle at the end of a solid competition day, your 63 European champion, Sara, 525 kilos. Congratulations, Sara. Great performance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Italy. The bronze medal is with 295 kilo best attempt from Italy, Mirko Adossi. The silver medalist with a 300 kilo best lift from Ireland, Kian Megan. And the best water of this 93 session with 305 best attempt. This is Christian Eindhoven, Great Britain. Congrats, gentlemen. Thank you. Benches now with 195 kilo best attempt from Austria, Jost Thomas. Coming from the B group with a huge performance, 197.5 from Hungary, Valit Nagy. And with a 205 best attempt, the gold medalist in squad event is Christian Eindhoven, Great Britain. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On deadlift now, the bronze medalist with a 320 kilo best performance from Great Britain, Christian Eindhoven. Kilos a day with a 322.5 best lift. This is Nathan Javao, Great Britain. And the gold medal is on there with a monstrous last attempt, 350 kilos. Svetten Vive, Norway.
Yeah, keep it on 20, 30, 40, yeah.
Congratulations.